Blizzard giving you some Trader's Tender through the store. That's right. We got new DPS chart updates as well, and a new Paladin mount? Maybe. Let's just jump straight in here and get into it. 700 Trader's Tender could be yours for the low, low price of $25. That's right. That's not the only thing you'll get. You'll also get a new Ensemble of the South Guards Copper Remnant. Okay, this is a kind of recolor. It's not a kind of. It is a recolor of the Anubian pack that we currently have right now available on the trading post. So the real reason people will be getting this is because of the Trader's Tender. Along with that, your $25 also buys you the Anubisat's Sun-Scorched Great Blade and the regular blades. This is your single-hander and double-hander blades. This pack will be available until March 2nd. If you want to buy yourself 700 Trader's Tender, the thing that Blizzard promised would never be actually worth real-life money, you can still do that now until that date. So go in and get that bought if you want it. Midnight Lore achievement available right now in the game. That's right, we can already start getting some Midnight Lore achievements, and the first one is finding all the Horonir that currently exists in the world. Yes, if you are horny for the Horonir, all you have to do is go find some wood and you'll be able to find those Horonir. That's right, those Horonir currently are located around different world trees in the open world. Yes, I'm not joking, you can actually find them right now in the game, and you will unlock the More Than Just Roots achievement. Currently, there are 5 different Horonir located in 5 different places in the world. You have to find them all and talk to each one of them. The current locations of them are right here on your screen. I'll also link this down below if you need these coordinates for later. But you can find one of them in Amir Drasil, the other one in Val Shara. Mount Hyjal also has one, and then Darkshore and Grizzly Hills. So fly around, talk to your local Horonir, and unlock this achievement if you want it. It could be yours. Following that, we got Devour Demon Hunter nerfs. That's right, if you've been PvPing with your PP, absolutely destroying people with your Devour Demon Hunter, that might be a little bit harder after these nerfs come in. First of all, you got an 8% nerf across the board to all your abilities when it comes to PvP damage, and then a ton of other changes here. So a few things here or there. I've seen Devour Demon Hunters dominating for quite a bit now in PvP, and you could have expected this to happen. Just rebalancing. I bet you they're still going to do really well in PvP, though, so don't cry too hard. But a lot of this shit just means, yeah, they're being pulled a little bit into line with the other classes. Besides that, Paladin's getting some love. We know this is a light-based expansion, right? And we're going to get a ton of stuff about Paladins and the Army of the Light and everything. Paladins are getting an updated, up-resed Charger mount. Now, not exactly an updated Charger mount, though, because this actually has to do with that summoning spell, you know, where you summon your steed and you ride off. Right now, if you're a human, if you're a human, you will summon this mount. If you are a blood elf, you will summon this red Charger mount. Now, these are updated versions of the regular Charger mount. As of right now, the regular Charger mount itself is not currently updated, so the one that you summon by actually clicking the mount button is not updated. That still gives you your regular Charger mount, but it's still a bit early. We'll see if that happens. For everybody else out there who's not a Paladin, we will have our chance at getting this updated Charger mount and this glorious scarlet, white, and red. Man, this thing looks really good. We'll all get this thing by completing the quest line that we'll be doing as we enter into midnight. So everybody will get this relinquished Scarlet Charger, but only Paladins will get this brand new version of the Summon Charger mount. This thing looks cool, extra glowy, extra nice, glorious, of course. Yeah, Paladins always get the good shit in this game. So yeah, definitely a nice looking mount for sure. And I'm betting eventually the actual Charger mount that you summon will also be updated as well to match this one. Moving on, Mythic Plus is surging right now, guys. That's right. After the recent changes went into effect, a lot of nerfs to a lot of NPCs, we got a lot of changes to the game post add-ons and a lot of class changes as well, and well, it led to a 55% increase in participation in Mythic Plus. That's right. So here we see the little uptick, actually. The blue bar is where we currently stand in the War Within. This uptick, quite unusual for the end of an expansion, and that's what we're seeing here, a 55% increase in participation across the board for Mythic Plus. That means a lot of people just think it's much, much easier right now to do these. We see the current numbers here, and yeah, completion rates, of course, through the roof as well. People pushing crazy high keys, 24, 26, and it looks like a 27 was even done. So there you go, people pushing really high, getting things done. It seems like it's in a good spot right now for people to just get easy keys done and pump their numbers up, even though the season has ended and IO doesn't really matter anymore. But besides that, rating numbers, guys. Let's look at where the classes currently stand. We have people still running Mana Forged Omega raids. You got to take this with a grain of salt, right? This is based on people who are actually still running this raid. It probably isn't a lot of people. But these are the numbers as they currently stand, post changes to all these classes. And we see, interestingly enough, Devastation Evoker at the very top here of these charts. So these are raid numbers, guys. Survival Hunter just behind them. Furry Warriors right there, and then Affliction Warlock and Devour Demon Hunter rounding out your top 5 there. So a new top 5, basically completely. A lot of this has been completely flipped around for what it looked like pre all this shit going down. If you don't remember, we had Unholy up here, a bunch of different specs up here that are not currently the top 5. So a lot of this has been flipped around. At the bottom here, we have Destro Warlock, Fire Mage, Augmentation Evoker, Balanced Druid, Demonology Warlock, and Ass Rogue, followed by a bunch of guys in the middle here. So again, these numbers, what do they mean exactly? Well, they're just kind of fun to look at. But what we can gauge from here is some new rankings maybe for your DPS. So we got a tier list for your DPS rankings in Raid. This is what it currently looked like. So we got A tier. Devastation Evoker, Unholy DK, Elemental Shaman, and Affliction Warlock sitting there as your S tier, actually. And then your A+, Survival Hunter, Shadow Priest, Furry Warrior, Sub-Titty Rogues, and Enhancement Shaman round out that A tier there. A+ tier, I should say. Then we got A tier. Your 2 Demon Hunter specs, Havoc and Devour, sitting in the A tier, along with Arcane Mage, Windwalker Monk, and Arms Warrior. Follow that up with B tier. We see Bestiality Hunter, Frost Death Knight, Outlaw Rogue, Marksmanship Hunter, Frost Mage, Feral Druid, and Retribution Paladin with their sexy new mounts. And then, yeah, the devs feel good lately. They sure do. And then follow that up with C tier, Ass Rogue, Balanced Druid, Augmentation Evoker, and Fire Mage. And then your D tier, 2 Warlock specs. Oh no, where are the Warlocks going to be in Midnight? Evidently not having a good time. Destro Warlock and Demonology Warlock sitting there in your D tier. We'll continue to update these charts as they get updated. I'll report on them. But as of right now, this is where things currently stand. We'll see how this all makes sense. None of this matters, though, Doc says. By the time we are raiding in Midnight, buffs, nerfs, and other things will happen. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. A lot of this will change, and we'll keep reporting on it as it changes. This is just where things stand right now. A lot of these classes are certainly still a work in progress, so we'll see where everybody actually stands once the new raids open. Of course, I'll report on those charts and everything and what they look like. But for now, that is all in terms of news.